All right, so let's talk about global styles and component styles and what their differences are and how we can actually use them. So let's start with global styles. So if you, on the right hand side here, we'll see the style button. We can open this up, and inside of here we have all of our different global styles. So this is an H1 tag. You can always come in here at any point in time, and you can increase the size of this, decrease the size of it, and this will make this change everywhere across your entire website. So any place that an H1 tag is, this will make a change to that H1 tag. So that looks a little too big, so maybe we'll go down to 5, and that looks okay. So that's cool. We also have in here color palettes, right? So inside of here is our color palettes for the site background, and a bunch of different options. So if we wanted to change this primary color, which powers the primary color of this primary button, we can come into the color picker, and we'll make it a lighter blue, right? And boom, now we have it in this kind of cool aqua blue, and this button will be changed across the entire site. So you can see that this button down here is now that same blue. The same thing would go with this tertiary color, right? We have a tertiary button here and here, and if we want, we can change this to a hot pink. And so now we have that as a hot pink, and the same thing, it moved for a hot pink here. We also have the ability here to change the button styles. All the buttons you see here use a global styles. So once you have a button component, it's either going to be a primary or a secondary button component. And in another video in our playlist, I created a third button component. And you have the option now to come in and actually change how this button looks. So if I wanted to, I'm in the primary button, which is exactly this one, and I can show you this. If I click here under styles, it gives us the option of primary and secondary, right? So here in my global styles, I can change how every primary button looks across my website. And to do that, I can do something silly, and I'll bring like the horizontal padding down to 15, and we'll bring the vertical padding down to 5, and maybe we wanted like a small button, something that looks like that, and we can make the corner radius large, and now we'll really see something different, right? So now we have, and you can see it here and here, that it's updated in all those buttons across the site. So we have this global styles, and this is where you can kind of set your brand and look and feel for what you would want how you would want the site to actually look. Now, inside of each of these components, you also have the ability to customize the component styles as well. So one place that you can do that is here. You can come in and update whatever you might want. So if we wanted a bunch of padding to look horrible, we can add a bunch of padding to the top here, and boom, we have a bunch of padding. So let's bring that back because it does look a little funny. Other things that we can do in here are changing the layouts. So if we wanted, we can make this vertical. Once it's vertical, we can even switch it. So now we have the image up top. We can go back to horizontal, and then we can switch the image to right and left. We can align things, justify things. If we also want, we can do stuff with the frame styles. And this is cool once you actually see, we'll see this actually work. We'll come back to this and see how it works in a second. And because right now this background is white, we won't see it as well. Well, I guess we could with the border, so this will look a little funny, but we'll go like extra large, and then I'll come down here and I'm going to pick from my colors, right, that we've set in the global styles, and I'm going to make it this cool neon color. And now we need to obviously make the width, and now we'll see this show up. So I'm just going to make it an 8 because that'll be big. And then the style here, we're just going to give it a style of solid. And now that style is solid, we can see there that blue line, like that. And we might want to do something with adding a bunch of margin here. So if I add in like a 44 on this side and 44 on this side, it'll kind of start to look cool because it looks a little bit more like a card, right? So it gives it this frame look and feel. Now, what we can see behind here is this light color. That light color is actually the site background color, right? So if we go back into global styles and color palettes, we'll see this site background here is this. So if I want to get rid of that, I would just come in here and, or change it. I would come in here and change it to white, and now you'll see that go away. And now it really looks like it's just kind of a card on its own. So what I was also saying is we can come into, if we want, the other place that we can adjust this component styles is if we click this edit button, and down here you have this styles option, and this is available on all the different components, and you'll see different options depending on depending on that component, what that component will allow you to do. So if we wanted to, we could change this to have this black background with the light blue on it. We can change it to be this kind of dark blue with that, or we can have it be this like full one, which I don't know, maybe could be cool at some point. So that you have your component styles available here. You also have them available in here. And you have your global styles available here. And I think this gives a good little overview on how they interact. As for coding them and changing them, that's all available in the code. And we have a video in the playlist here that will show you exactly how you can manipulate all these to add in any extra options you might want, such as the like a third button style or anything like that. So yeah, that's a good overview, and we'll stop it there. Cheers.